Good morning, everybody. This is None Defense on the Grublet account on the Team Grublet YouTube. And our perfect streak, despite all of our efforts to ruin it, somehow continues. Thank you so much, Bart. You brought it home. Myself included. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. Okay, so we're going to get into that, but let's go ahead and check our stats. So we're still highest leaderboard position reached, but I noticed this morning, because I did check, I was getting frustrated with all these moments of grieving, we are back to our original position of 23, so that's good at least. Hooray for that. So if we can just go ahead and beat this up, maybe we'll finally start going back on the up. I don't know. We'll find out. It's very scary. It's very exciting. It's all of that. Let me briefly tell you about yesterday. So yesterday, my phone was so full of things, including my Star Wars project, that nothing was acting right. So, as a last-ditch effort to empty my phone, I went ahead and tried to post my Star Wars project just to get it out of my phone. And despite all the little changes I made, and I made so many, it kept blocking it, just blocking it. Would not. So, and then, of course, my brother messaged me and reminded me that we had some trees that we had to knock down. I'll explain more about why we're knocking down trees at a later date. But yeah, so I spent way too many hours just trying to get that one video uploaded so I could delete it from my phone. Wasn't happening. Then I had to leave. So ultimately, I didn't get to even do an episode yesterday, even though I recorded one. It was just yesterday became stupid. So sorry about that. I do try really hard to keep regular videos coming. Okay? So we'll work on that. Good news. When I finally got home yesterday, I tried a few other tricks. So some of y'all may remember that we technically do have a Facebook page. It's largely unused. Nobody really checks it, but it's there. So it occurred to me that I can upload my videos there. So to empty out my phone, I went ahead and uploaded the project there. So, if you're super excited about seeing the project, even though technically the top 20, we haven't hit the top 20, guess what? It's right here. Free of charge. If you join the Team Grublet, or the Facebook page, Grublet YouTube, it's right there. Under my name, Matthew Smith. That's me, Grublet, None Defense. Whatever name you want to call me, that's my video. It's right there. If you want to see it, that's where you'll find it. Cool? Cool. So you can't say it's not available. And this is unaltered. I don't have any, do any funny, or not funny, weird things that make it
reveal the main villain for the next
film. It's all right there. See? It's all right there.
Grenade attacks is the worst person ever.
Exactly.
Cool. A person.
All right. So, there you go. All right. So, I think everybody is caught up. Sorry if I rambled a bit. Let's go do an op review. All right, so we are starting this operation off with Darth Maul, also known as Commander-Chief. He's going to rock in the not melons, just bombers, just the mecha bombers, mechadeers, whatever you want to call them. And he's just starting the process off. He had to get rid of some rockets. He managed to keep one bombardier alive, and he managed, that one bombardier managed to take out some shields. So we're very appreciative of that. I do believe he ran out of time there. All right, let's go ahead and get to the next one. This is Dad Fit on the base strategize. So he's got the Mechadeer combo. He's going to the right side. He cleared 2 shield generators. He's fighting all these boom cannons. Pretty good stuff. The Mechadeers are just doing their business as far as keeping... they're absorbing all the damage, which allows the bombardiers to just keep laying the rain, laying the pain. Once his mech warriors finally, once they didn't have anything left in them, it was just that one or two bombardiers that ended it up. This is Aubergine Dream on the base Strategize. So he's got the Scorchers out in the front and then just a buttload of the Bombardiers in the back. Nice wiener smoke. We appreciate that. That's how you know he did it right. Smoky Yoda. Okay. Bombardiers. Gunboat. Nice. Doing good, doing good. Okay. So now we're beginning the grouping flare. We smoked the Zookas up there. Great shocking. Great shocking. Every time I try to shock that one group, the group closest to the beach there, every time I try to shock it all in one shot, I always end up missing one. It never fails. It's like no matter how hard I try. So this is Dad the Hut. He's going to the left side of the base maze. So we were all over the place on maze. Like, I don't know, did we have not enough good ideas or too many good ideas? It could go either way. This is Wheeled Wonder on the base Fang. That's Don for those not cool enough to know who the Wheeled Wonder is. Okay. Didn't last very long, but he did some good clearage. This is Brainiac. That's an SRG account on the base Green Court. So this one was brilliant. He did like all the things on this one. So he managed to get up here, took out that shield. It's gone. Came down here, took out that shield. It's gone. And then he's going to come up here with his Everspark, hack 2 rockets. They're gone. And now he's bringing these Zookas up here in between these mortars, and they're gone. Fantastic. Tactical retreat. Brilliant work from SRG. All hail Romania. I don't know who the president of Romania is, but I bet he or she is a pretty awesome person. So now we're on SRG. He's picking up what he put down. Excuse me. Going over here. Okay, no bullet shock maneuver today. There you go. I noticed that SRG does Victory med kits, and I think that's pretty cool. This is another Wheeled Wonder account. R2 Don 2 at work with all Scorchers. Okay, killing it. Fantastic work. It's so hard to track what's happening at this speed, but essentially he was just doing some clearing. This is Dracula. That's an SRG account. So he intends to hack those 2 rockets, which he successfully did. He wants to sneak Zookas back behind the core, or back over to the side of it, so we can, he got rid of those rockets. SRG, man, like, yeah, if I ever start, like, becoming good at the game, I'll definitely try to emulate what SRG does. Sam Bam on the base Humble Pie. So he did, I'll tell you up front, he did enough damage on this thing that ultimately he exposed where the winning position is. So thank you for that, Sam Bam. When it's my turn, I managed to utilize that information and get the Bombardiers where they needed to be, but he found this little bitty spot there where his bombers could work unperturbed. So I took advantage of that on my run, but it's going to be a minute. We got a lot of other stuff to get through. Spin 3PO. I mean, I can't criticize anybody for having a bad attack on this one, because when it was my turn, I definitely had bad attacks. But I mean, again, he did some clearing. He got this thing exposed on the rear. There was just a lot going on. There was just a lot going on this base. A lot of the bases. Even SRG was complaining about it in the chat on how it just felt like we were playing against a stacked deck yesterday. But again, somehow, the guys kept their stuff together, and they got it done. So this is Unboomable. That's a Spindrift account. He went with the armor set up just to kind of open the beach. Nice. This is Big Sal. Okay, so he wants to go over here to this side against all these cannon snipers. Not sure if that was the right play. Are those medics in there? Don't see those often in ops, but there it is. Okay? Good stuff. Good stuff. It's definitely exposed. Let's see who's going to take advantage of that. So this is C-Derm's cousin. Well, he wants to take advantage of that. All right. So there you go. So all that stuff that Sal did was good after all, because that's the path, essentially, C-Derm's cousin used. So great work, Sal. Take back everything I ever said about you. All right, not everything I ever said about you. You deserve some of it. So this is Boom Bitch Angie. This did not work as well as I wanted it to. And it was my dear friendly rival enemy, frenemy, Bronsoon, who reminded me I should have used taunt with Bullet there. So, oops, I sent Boom Bitch. I mean, she made some work, so it was, not terrible, but he's right. Had I used taunt, I would have got a lot more done. My bad. Got to remember that taunt is a thing and use it more often. And use it more effectively. Not just often. Often is not the answer. Effectiveness is the answer. So Kamikaze went over there, finished those shields that I had started on, and then just rushed the core. He's about to follow with Bronsoon, and he's basically now it's going to be just a pure core rush, and he is going to get the win. Okay, let's watch that burn down. And there goes the shield, and the core is moments not long for this world. Moments away. There it is. Thank you so much for that, Bron. You're right about the taunt. I will do better. So this is non-defense. So this is where I looked at Sam Bam's attack, saw that one little spot, and managed to keep my guys alive just long enough to get the pop. One more shot from that shock launcher, and that would have been it. I mean, all my troops died. So this is Grubblet. There was one rocket over there that needed to be bombed, so I was all right, he'll bomb it. I didn't have anything to do with him on the beach, so I brought his Everspark back here and did some hacks and sacrificial Grubblets. So nothing great, nothing amazing. Now here I definitely wanted more. This was Gus Pistol. I was sloppy with my smoking and sloppy with my use of critters. My thought was I'd get back here and just wear this thing down, and didn't work. I didn't have, when that grappler snatched my Everspark, that affected me, and ultimately I had just 4 bombardiers back there working all by themselves. So, decent amount of damage, but just a drop in the bucket in terms of how much damage it could receive. But Bort's going to save us here on Bort Jr. He's bringing the boosted Zookas. He's got the Everspark and a little reposition, and then just count on them to do what they do, and they do it well, and that's a pop. Thank you so much for saving us there, Bort. Can you do it again on Minotaur? So this was marked as a solo, but I do know that he had maybe, I think, 3 attacks after this one, had it gone wrong. But he's Bart. Things rarely go wrong for Bart. Well, all right, team, we did it. So I feel confident we're going to beat today's operation. I measure my confidence based on the team's confidence, and they seem confident that this one's not going to be anything as complicated as yesterday was. So maybe tomorrow we'll finally get a moment of a brief celebration. Now that I did figure out a formulation that YouTube will allow me to upload that video, maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on anymore. But it's time to wrap this video up. I want to thank y'all so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. Stick with us. We have a lot of fun things planned in the future, and we just gotta hit a few more goalposts before we start, really changing direction to let the wild stuff really begin. All right. Y'all have a beautiful day. Thank you.